Welcome to World News Update. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. On a bright July morning in 2025, the USS George Washington, a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier, arrived in Manila Bay, capturing global attention. This was more than a routine stop. It was a powerful statement amid rising tensions in the South China Sea. The carrier, stretching over 1,000 feet, became the centerpiece of Manila's maritime landscape for 4 days. Its presence underscored the long-standing military ties between the U.S. and the Philippines. The visit was a tangible reminder of the Mutual Defense Treaty, a cornerstone of Philippine national security. For ordinary citizens, it was a spectacle of modern engineering and military might. The geopolitical implications were clear. The U.S. intended to remain an active partner in Southeast Asia. This was a direct response to shifting security dynamics, where freedom of navigation is increasingly challenged. The USS George Washington's presence was a declaration of U.S. commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific. It set the stage for a week of intense diplomatic focus, signaling readiness to stand by allies. The visit was a clear message to the world: the U.S. is here to stay. The USS George Washington is the heart of a powerful carrier strike group, projecting power across vast distances. The carrier, a nuclear-powered behemoth, operates for over 20 years without refueling. Its flight deck launches a formidable array of aircraft, including F-35C Lightning II stealth fighters. Accompanying the carrier are the USS Robert Smalls and USS Shoup, forming a protective shield. These warships ensure the carrier can focus on power projection. The strike group's mission is to maintain presence, deter aggression, and ensure stability in the Indo-Pacific. As the U.S. Navy's premier forward-deployed force, it is the first responder to any regional crisis. By sailing through critical waterways, the strike group reinforces the right to operate in international waters. The visit to Manila was a brief pause in their demanding schedule, a moment for diplomatic outreach. Even at anchor, the strike group remained a potent symbol of American resolve. The USS George Washington's visit to Manila was a reaffirmation of the historic U.S.-Philippines alliance. This visit was a public demonstration of the U.S. commitment under the Mutual Defense Treaty. It marked the carrier's first port call of its summer patrol, highlighting the Philippines' central role in America's Indo-Pacific strategy. For the Philippine military, the visit was an opportunity for engagement and interoperability training. The timing was critical, following expanded joint military exercises. The sight of the carrier in Manila Bay transformed diplomatic language into a concrete reality. For the U.S., the visit reinforced the network of alliances crucial for regional stability. By strengthening its partnership with the Philippines, the U.S. supports a rules-based international order. The visit was a friendly gesture layered with strategic importance, renewing an old friendship. It was a message of solidarity and a commitment to peace in a challenging era. The USS George Washington's arrival in Manila coincided with the Chinese carrier CNS Shandong's visit to Hong Kong. This near-simultaneous activity highlighted the strategic rivalry between the U.S. and China. For 4 days, two powerful navies conducted public diplomacy just miles apart. The presence of both carrier strike groups underscored the increasing militarization of the region. It was a high-stakes ballet, each side aware of the other's movements. The dueling port visits were a clear illustration of the new reality of naval power in the 21st century. The South China Sea has become a focal point of global power politics. The USS George Washington's visit to Manila was a masterclass in naval diplomacy. Rear Admiral Eric J. Anduze met with Vice Admiral Jose M. Ambrosio Q. Espeleta to discuss strategic goals. These meetings focused on practical cooperation, including future joint exercises. Captain Tim Waits emphasized strengthening bonds and shared regional goals. The carrier hosted high-ranking officials, allowing Filipino leaders to tour the ship. This direct engagement builds trust and understanding between allied forces. The diplomacy extended beyond formal meetings, with receptions and tours for officials. These events showcased American technology and professionalism, fostering goodwill. The Navy demonstrated transparency and a desire to connect with its host nation. Every handshake and joint statement aboard the carrier was a deliberate act of diplomacy. The USS George Washington's visit impacted the local community, extending beyond the ship's steel hull. For U.S. sailors, it was a chance for rest and recreation, exploring Manila's vibrant streets. Personal interactions built bridges between cultures, creating positive memories. Sailors participated in community projects, working alongside the armed forces of the Philippines. These activities foster camaraderie and reinforce the partnership at a grassroots level. The local population's reaction was overwhelmingly positive, evoking a long history of shared experiences. News and social media were filled with images of smiling sailors with locals. This public enthusiasm countered geopolitical tensions, showing a strong bond between the people. The visit was as much about people as it was about power. The USS George Washington's departure from Manila marked a new chapter in regional security. The visit was a clear signal to Beijing. The U.S. is invested in Indo-Pacific stability. It was a bold move to deter aggression and reassure allies. For the Philippines, it was a boost of confidence and a sign of American support. The visit encouraged greater multilateral cooperation among U.S. allies. The simultaneous naval activities set a new precedent for strategic signaling. The visit challenged China to moderate its behavior or face a unified coalition. It was a calculated display of power and a call for cooperation over coercion. The message from Manila was clear: partnerships matter, and the U.S. is a steadfast partner for peace.